And top of the morning to everybody. All right, welcome to Therapy Thursday. But before we start, I have to share something for all of you. Let's let's see if I boomer this thing here. Da, 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 da. Can y'all hear the music? Fantastic. I put in that cool dubstep and nothing. Anyway, whatever. So, generally speaking, yes, music on? No. Okay. Generally speaking, I am an idiot. I am not a medical professional. I am not an accountant. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a lawyer. Any and all advice is subject to. I don't know. If you listen to me, there's a certain amount of results that you could only receive, and you must you must accept all responsibility for any kind of advice that you um, happen to follow through on, and the results of which I am not responsible for because I am a self-admitted idiot. Having said that, how's everyone doing this Thursday morning? I'd like to check in on you. Just make sure everybody's still sane. We haven't all gone bonkers. And given everything that's going on in the fantastic world, we are slowly holding it together. I am looking to get somebody who actually has some sort of license on with me so he could. Fantastic, got coffee. So he could give a little bit more of an expert advice on things pertaining to mental health issues, physiological issues, whatever logical issues you might be having. However, because he is not a doctor and I can't afford to have a doctor on with you guys, the little disclaimer at the beginning of the stream still stands. Having said that, we actually have a couple of letters that came in on through the Outlook account. Just email me, DoLlFiEd at outlook.com, and I will share some of that information. And hopefully, we can begin the healing process. So let's see if I boomer this one too. Where are you? All right, so let's go. Our first letter is kind of short. I just pasted it for brevity's sake. From Anonymous, I hate job hunting. Like, holy shit, I hate it. Was given the pink slip last week and here till the end of the month. I got another contract gig, but the process of finding work is stressful as fuck. Yes, I too am in the same boat. Um, I find myself, yeah, Nano Reaper. Got coffee, got ammo, got booze, and food. Am just fine. Generally, I try not to stress out because I got all those things. Um, as soon as some of those things start dwindling down, then I start panicking. Maybe not so much ammo. Unless there's a reason I'm dwindling down on ammo. Having said that, holy shit, yes, the process of finding work is stressful. I'm in the same boat because, you know, I've got pretty much a contracting gig as well, and I've got my side gig. Having said that, the side gig is, I don't know, it's a way to express my creative side. And I'm throwing out all this creative content essentially for free and just for views. And because I like doing it and I like having people see what I create. And I just want to get more eyes on it. I could care less about money at this point. Um, until the coffee starts running dry and I'm starting to see rib cage. But other than that, I'm willing to sacrifice time, effort, and energy to get eyes and get recognized. My non-professional, completely inaccurate advice would be put yourself out there. Um, get more eyes to your product, whatever that product might be. I don't know, just start pulling down your pants and see who's interested, essentially. And the more you are exposed and to and the more people you find yourself exposed to, you might find some biters. It's like throwing your dick into a pond. You won't get all the fish, but you'll get one at least. Especially if you stick a sardine in there. Anyway, so that's that. So yeah, I hope that helped because I am here to help promote the healing process. The second letter that we got in, a little longer. And holy shit, this guy's eloquent. Okay. Good afternoon, sir. I recently saw something you might be familiar with, as I assume you're in the chats during certain live streams, and I've seen you in some of them. Okay, I got a stalker. Cool. The Friday Night Tights video on Nerdrotic, and the most recent one in particular. Consequently, an interesting subject of discussion was explored at length during the first half of the show, and that's the product of the conduct of the producer. I'm conflicted by the viewpoints of the two individuals on the show, namely as Heels vs. Babyface. Oh, Heel versus Babyface. And Jeremy from Geeks and... Okay, I know what he's talking about. My question, can we isolate the creators from their product, or are the two intimately connected? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sincerely, Bradley from NorCal. Eh? Okay. So yeah, I know what he's talking about. So apparently Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers was of the opinion that there was if I'm remembering this correctly, Jeremy, they were all seeing this video from Dave Filoni, and Dave Filoni expressed some viewpoint that, he was crapping on some old old time Star Wars folks, people that appreciated the original trilogy, and he was kind of trying to appease this women's conference. Okay, so, and then as heels versus babyface, or heel versus babyface, wasn't having it, and he essentially said, just I'm not gonna take my money to Star Wars anymore, because that's how they want to treat their customers. I'm more with Az on this. Here's the thing. We brought this up in a little bit last night at the Bounding in the Comics live stream. The Bounding live stream. And I said, okay, for the most extreme example, Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski did some atrocious shit. Atrocious. And that guy is purportedly supposed to have the most brilliant movies. Did he make The Piano? I can't remember. Anyway, so this guy was supposed to be like some sort of fucking genius. I don't know. Freaking, if I watch a Roman Polanski movie, that thing that he did is always in the back of my mind. And it ruins the image of that movie for me. So Dave Filoni denigrating the old Star Wars fans. When I watch something that he created, for part of what I it's going to get complicated. Part of it I am having that in the back of my mind. Like, whoo, well, yeah. Yeah, Nano Reaper, I agree with Az. Once you bend your knee to the Twitter mob, then I refuse to give you money because I feel I am bending the knee by proxy. Yeah. And he wasn't bending the knee to the Twitter mob. Essentially, he was bending the knee to the women's conference. He was pandering to all the women there. And instead of saying, you know what, there are some arguments that are being made by a few who don't want, strong female leads. And I think there was another interview where he did, and he didn't think about the gender of the protagonist until after the fact. He wanted to make the well-written character beforehand, and it was just decided that she should be Ahsoka Tano, a female. Pandering is pandering, yes. And he was pandering to that crowd, definitely. But he did not need to say, he didn't even need to up the old the fans of the old trilogy. He didn't. All he needed to do was say, this is the product. It just happens to have a strong female in it, and this is the world that we live in, where we are just as interested in having strong female leads as we are in having strong male leads, because this is the essence of equal opportunity. Boom, done. The glass ceiling is broken. We're all on equal ground. I'd love it if you just said, I don't agree with the Mary Sue thing, but, just, that's the thing. I don't want to make a Mary Sue, but I don't want to repeat the mistakes of the past where women are denigrated to having a mop handle and sitting in the kitchen. This is, yeah. But yeah, Bradley from NorCal. I think, and then those two guys are cornerstones of fandom in terms of Star Wars and um, all things geeky. So I think if anything, the fandom is not an echo chamber, as Gary liked to point out during the thing. Yes, back to the kitchen. That's no. And having said that, I am of the opinion that women can brush their teeth, comb their hair, you know, have their own bathrooms, just everything that the males have, they should have as well. That should be the thing. Income inequality, that's great. Just fix that, you know. If you want to have a woman cop, that's great. Fantastic. Have just don't make it to where men have to grovel now. Fixing the mistakes of the past doesn't mean overcorrection. And that goes for race, that goes for religion, that goes for creed, that goes for anything. You want to make it a level playing field? Oh, that's also financial. But I know that's not going to happen because we're in a capitalist society and somebody's got to have more. Anyway. Yeah, no Mary Sue, no Gary Sue. A hero needs a journey. They need triumphs and failures so we, the fans, can see them grow. Yeah, I totally agree. You know what? There was there's an anime called One Punch Man. It's also a manga, and the character, in terms of strength, is a Gary Sue. But in terms of being recognized, in terms of being appreciated for his strength, that is his hero's journey. Not that he needs to gain the strength of his physique and his abilities. No, it's not about that. It's about being a symbol of true heroism. And, you know, some of our flaws are internal. And that anime really explains some of the comeback and some of the flaws of human nature and explores them a little bit more than a lot of the freaking cartoons that we have nowadays. Anyway. But yes, these letters coming in totally threw me off topic. I was going to talk about something. Oh, yes. So, in the spirit of pandering, along those same lines of the Twitter mobs and everything going crazy, I would like to be recognized, but even more feeling something because he lost his humanity. We see him gain friends, be happy, angry, becoming human once more. True that. A fellow anime fan. He's also gaining a little bit of a... No, I wouldn't say a harem. It'd be a weird harem. It's got mostly guys in it. Yeah, he's only got one girl, and that's Fubuki. Anyway, but yeah, the thing I wanted to talk about is, where are you? This thing. The Chop Seattle. Where are you? All right, let me share this. So, Chop Seattle. King 5 News. I'm from the Northwest, so, oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful mess. It's 2010 all over again. Protesters on Seattle's Capitol Hill are pushing for change from the police and city. See, I didn't know it was called I knew it was called Chaz at some point when all that stuff was going down. But then it turned into Chop overnight. Yeah, turned it into reader view. Okay. I've discovered this thing. Any of you live streamers out there, just pass this word along to any live streamers you happen to know. If you go into reader view, you stop all those annoying ads. And you just get the pure wording. Oh, it's glorious. Sexy. Anyway. Although you don't get the lingerie ads. So, Chop Zone. They want their neighborhood back. All right. Some residents near the Capitol Hill organized protests. Overnight, it changed the freaking name of it. Now it's the Chop instead of the Chaz. Maybe the Chaz was too close to the Raz. Anyway, they want their lives back amid ongoing occupation in their neighborhood. Protesters on Seattle's Capitol Hill are pushing for change from the police and city, but some nearby residents say their lives are being greatly disrupted in the process. Yeah, I heard, dude, I was watching this freaking news report and people are getting guns. They are afraid of going out after 8 p.m. 8 p.m., that's still daylight. But there's just enough darkness going on that they're freaking, they're scared. Yeah. Hard to be autonomous when you're begging for food 48 hours before your country. That's why they changed their name. Yeah. You cannot be self-sufficient when you're asking for baby oil and ice. I still don't know what that means. Oh, and what was the other thing they were talking about? They were talking about male clothing. Like they wanted a bunch of male clothing. So what? Does that mean all the women are running around naked there? It's freaking Woodstock. Anyway. Area surrounding 12th and Pine is now known as CHOP, short for Capitol Hill Organized Protests, because there's no autonomy there. Did they get the police precinct back? This guy Raz is handing out AKs like it's candy. Oh, you have breath. Here, hold your face up to a mirror. Oh, I see steam. You get an AK. You get an AK. But yeah, it's oh yeah, and then they got the little garden there. Okay, so shut off the water and power. Okay, Nano Reaper. If they were smart, they could funnel the water that comes from the sky, because this is Seattle and it rains like a motherfucker up there. And then power. If they were resourceful, they could siphon from the businesses. And internet, they're not resourceful. They're not resourceful in any, because they're asking for track phones. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, when I read that report about people gunning up, getting their ammo ready, I was stunned because Seattle and the people around Seattle generally are not gun friendly. That is a blue. Blue is. What's a good analogy? That place is blue. Bluer than the balls of a man that's been married for 7 years. Now, Nano Reaper, I saw the garden. I saw their skills at agriculture. In about 6 months, that'll be their Thunderdome. And they'll set up cage matches, figure out who's the worthiest amongst them. And that is what Thunderdome will do, Deviant. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, and then I read, like, there's 40 businesses that are in that zone. There's about 12 apartment buildings. And then how many people live in those apartment buildings? They only played Animal. Oh, that's fine. They only played Animal Crossing. They thought they would make a garden in the morning and eat vegetables from it in the afternoon. Okay, in Animal Crossing, it takes more than an afternoon to get vegetables. Sorry, I have to disagree. It takes a couple of days. Because they actually try to make that part of the mechanics. But yeah, the chop is a week out, and nothing's growing in that garden. I'm sorry. And again, you cannot punch trees to make wood. You actually have to use an axe, or at least what is that thing? A stone that you wrap to a stick. I don't play Animal Crossing. I'm an adult. Joking, but a little truth in there. Wait, joking about playing Animal Crossing or joking about being an adult? I'm here for healing, people. Oh. Anyway, people, I'm scared to live here. Yeah, the warlord's handing out AKs like candy. It's just not conductive. What you want from a home is a stress-free environment. You want to be able to sleep well, yeah. You want to be comfortable. And you don't feel comfortable right now. Yeah, if you're sleeping with a 22 under your pillow, or a 45, depending on who you expect to come in. Oh. But yes, CHOP leaders are currently in negotiation with the city about what the future will look like. The future will. Oh. But yeah, that's. I mean, okay. This is the thing. If I was living up in the Northwest and I was living in that area, looking how I look, and being as paranoid as I am, I would move out too. A lot of these people are moving out. Yeah. So the couple is leaving the area for now. They'll stay with family for the next week. That means they're expecting this to be gone by next week. Listen, Nano Reaper. In the movies, they sleep with They sleep with the gun under their pillow. And movies are real. But yeah, it's to have veggies in June. I set up my gardens in February. Yes. Um, and remember, in February we were all trying to deal with the onset of this wonderful, whatever this is, the thing that cannot be named unless you want your videos demonetized. Should I say it? I'm not monetized yet. No, I'm not gonna say it. I try to bleep it out in my other videos. So, all right. But yeah, this is the world we live in. And if I was living in that world right now, look at that garbage. Now I gotta hand it to them. Their street mural Black Lives Matter art, top of the line. I Aside from walking around like complete and utter zombies as wastes of space and time and effort and energy, they put a lot of effort and energy into that art there. And that was about a week's worth of their energy because the rest of their time they are low effort on everything else. Dude, I feel sorry for the families that have kids up there right now. It's like, "Oh yeah, it's fantastic up here." I hear a lot of left leaning saying, "Oh yeah, it's wonderful up here," but they don't consider that underlying clause of wonderful, which is people who are not qualified, who are not certified, who are not I don't know if they're even licensed. There are people here who are making the rules as they go who have automatic weapons. And that would freak me the fuck out. No training, no de-escalate. Like, as much shit as everybody's giving the cops right now, they're at least trained to know what to do to de-escalate a situation, to, you know, to put a certain amount of force and pressure into a suspect or individual to get their compliance. That's semi-automatic. But yeah, you got dudes that are like looking for the safety on these things, probably, and probably loading the clips the wrong way. Yeah. Now, they're not starving, Nano Reaper. They have food. They just don't have baby oil. Oh, this was the thing that I wanted to look up. It's how do I always Chaz demands. No, 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 no. Not demands. List of supplies. There we go. There's the there's the thing we needed. Right up there on Twitter. Show me. So yeah, sunglasses for some reason, disinfectant, of course, body wash, personal fans. laundry bags, folding chairs, zip ties. That's interesting. Bedding, comforters, shoes, body lotion. Ooh. Or is that baby lotion? I can't. Body lotion or baby lotion? Track phone minutes card, so you know that they're running out of data on their phones. They need more tents, sleeping pads, pillows, tarps, backpacks, Gatorade electrolyte powder. The body wash is BS. Yes, I fully believe that. Anyway, this is the one I was talking about, the clothes. Male pant, male shirts, belts, men's shoes. I'm like, are there no women? There's two options. There are no women, or the women are naked. If there are no women, I have no interest in going. If the women are naked, these are really ragged women though, so I am not going. Ice the good guy. I don't even know what that means. This was written by a crack addict. Cigarettes and lighters, lanterns, flashlights, and headlamps. Portable solar chargers. This is why it's no longer the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. It's a freaking chop. Because that's what they've devolved into. They can only protest and make a list of demands. Outside of that, they're completely lost. But yeah, this is that would cause a certain amount of anxiety in me. Like if I was living in that area, or if I had a business in that area, I'd be like, oh, done. I'm going back for a while. Sorry. There's a there's an insurrection over there. That's essentially what it is. Yeah, deviant. That's they're the kind of women who never shave. I wouldn't touch that. And then you fuse that with Jorge's freaking. So they never shave and they never shower. They never bathe. And this sounds like a train wreck. I'm sorry. That's and I know on this stream I would talk about my personal beliefs, my personal preferences. And dude, the Northwest is a freaking mess right now. If that's the majority of the leadership up there is negotiating with this kind of ridiculousness. Ass roses. Anyway, so that is your Chaz. This is what happens when you do insurrection. What I wanted to do also is leave you guys with a little something that I created. Where are ya? And if the sound doesn't play on this, I am gonna flip out. Let's share. No. Pardon me a minute while I boomer all this. There we go. Shit. Wait. Yeah, I'm boomering. I'm an idiot. Where are you? What the? My horrible commercial. Anyway, so that was a little advertisement from my man, author Stephen Walton. And, dude, one day I'm going to pay for this StreamYard so I can just stream that without freaking having to do an audio on the other side of it. Anyway, he's doing a live stream over on the other side of the fence there. I'm going to go raid him. He's trying to get up to 24 hours of view time up to finally get monetized. So I support you guys going over to him. Support his channel as he's looking to get monetized. Also, OG Star Wars AB, she's got 4,000 hours right on the edge there. Put her on a playlist and put her videos on repeat, and then help her get to her 4,000 hours as well. And then whoever else is out there ready to get over that hump. Yeah, and then I am looking to get 100 subscribers. I think I'm nearing 60. If you guys want to share, if you want to, help me get to 100. That's the cusp of it. Yeah, I've got a bunch of people on a bunch of tabs right now too, Deviant. But thank you for joining me. Hopefully, through this little session, we've begun the healing process. And maybe, dude, Nano. Okay, Nano. If you want to join me on a Thursday or a Monday talking about some of this shit, hit me up on Twitter. I'll DM you, and then we can get you on live. As long as you have something to record your voice with, it should be fine. I don't think you need a camera for this kind of stuff. But yeah. So this has been your Therapy Thursdays. Hopefully we have begun the healing process. We've talked about our problems. We've talked about our anxieties. And we can get a little bit of relief, knowing that Walton's Best Brew is ready to help us cleanse ourselves of all the shit the society has decided to steamroll on our chest. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Click that subscribe button, click that share button, and tell all your friends, tell all your family, subscribe. They don't need, I just need the subscribers. We'll deal with the watch time later. All right, guys. I will see you on the flip side. Get ready for another Rumors and Speculation coming up Friday-ish, maybe Saturday. And then get ready for some I think we've got the Spider Woman video up on Bounding into Comics. So check out their YouTube page. There should be an article along with that. And I will share the article on Twitter. So, all right, guys. I will see you next, Monday. All right, for Monday morning Mutant Mumblings live stream. Take care.